Hey friends, so in today's video, I'm actually going to talk about one of the toughest phase of having a child is how to start solid foods and what are the best things to know before you start the solid food. So this video is actually from Easy Learning, and if you guys have not subscribed me yet, I guess this is the right time for subscription. So please go and subscribe my channel. So let's see what are the key points I'm going to cover in this video. So when to start solid foods, in which I'm going to talk about the initial signs. What are the best things to know for beginners? Why does infant refuse to eat? I know that this questions probably bother every single mom. Like, really, why does they refuse to eat? The last is how to handle both milk and solid food together for the baby. Let's check these points out. So when to start solid foods, look for these initial signs for your baby. Does your baby shows interest in the food that you are eating by eating towards the food or grabbing it from your hands, putting the utensils in their mouth? If you say yes, this is the sign. Does your baby can sit in upright position like with or without support in a high chair? If you say yes, this is the sign. Does your baby still hungry even after the feeding? So basically, when they after the breastfed or formula fed, your baby wants more of it. So if you say yes, this is the sign. Does your baby have good head control? Yes. Does your baby readily opens mouth for spoon feeding? Yes. So these are the initial signs for starting solid foods. Some of the children show these signs as early as 4 to 5 months of age. However, medical research recommends the right time to start solid food is around 6 months of age. For beginners, referring to first time moms or for those who have long gaps between their kids, there are some methods to keep in mind as you introduce solid food to your baby. So let's talk about mealtime. Mealtime should be more about learning new food and creating a routine rather than providing just a nutrition. As soon as your little one understands the concept of eating and shows the interest in the mealtime, which usually happens around 9 months of age, then you can start a routine like for breakfast time, now it's a lunch, and then dinner time. So even if they aren't hungry at times, they will get used to the idea that this is the time of eating. So it is very, very important to have a routine for your baby. Now let's talk about some ratios. So infants can have one meal per day around 5 to 6 months of age, and then 2 meals per day around 6 to 9 months of age, 3 meals per day anytime after 11 months of age, and then you can add 2 to 3 snacks in between around 12 months of age. So whether you have started with purees or baby-led weaning process, both of them are fine and you can actually choose any one of them. It's completely up to you. What else we have? Many babies actually enjoy self-feeding process as they get the chance to experiment with the food. Therefore, try to offer some soft fruits or veggies so then they can mash them between their fingers, rub them in their hands. I know that infants actually love to do that, being messy, especially during the mealtime. Oh my God. And it is a part of actually their learning a new food. Avoid adding salt or sugar in the meal. Too much sugar is actually bad for your baby's emerging teeth, while too much salt is actually bad for their kidneys. If your baby gets a taste for sugary or salty food in the beginning, it may be harder for you to persuade them to try some healthy options. So, but you know what? You can actually add herbs and light spices in the meal to give a good taste in the food. Yes, the very important point is here. Watch out for the allergies. Give your child only a new food at a time and wait for 3 to 4 days before trying another one. Yes, and keep an eye for signs for an allergic reactions like rash, hives, wheezing, difficulty in breathing, vomiting, excessive gas, diarrhea, or blood in the stool. These are the signs, the allergic signs. You have to be very careful if you're trying new food. So call your pediatrician as soon as possible if you notice any of these symptoms. So why does infant really refuse to eat? It's actually very normal for your child's appetite to vary from day to day, which means sometimes they will eat more food and sometimes they will not. There could be many factors, but few of them are as follows. So number one is actually teething. In the process of teething, many children have mild irritability, lack of appetite, and diarrhea. Teething could be one of the main reasons for your child to have low appetite. Full diapers or rash. If your baby has a full diaper or a rash, that will not let him focus on eating and the child will continue to refuse to eat. Number third is mood. So your child's appetite can also be affected by their mood, their health, the time of the day, and the food offered. For example, maybe it's time for them to take a nap. That's why they are sleepy, doesn't want to eat. Or maybe they aren't feeling well, could be fever, tiredness, gassy, stomach pain, etc. Maybe at this time of the day they aren't feeling hungry. Let's try another time of the day. Maybe they don't like the texture or taste of the food. It's time to use some more ideas to offer that same food but in different shapes, style, or just mix it up with another food that your child like it more. Environment. Environment plays a big role too. If your child is used to have meals in a quiet place with less people around, then she would not be comfortable to eat in front of too many people or let's say in a crowded place. Mom, I'm full. Yes, they could be full because they might have something between their meals, like juices, a snack, milk, because if they do, they will be full during the mealtime. So in this last slide, how could we actually handle both milk and solid food together? I'm here talking about formula and breast milk, both of them. So around 6 to 9 months of age, your baby will get all of their calories from liquid that comes from either breast milk or formula. And if you are giving formula to your baby, just aim to feed your baby not more than 32 ounces of formula. And for breast milk, just keep it between 4 to 8 ounces at each feeding. So around 9 to 12 months of age, about half of your baby's calories should come from food and the other half from breast milk or formula. And just keep it in between 24 to 32 ounces in a 24-hour period of time. When your baby turns 1 year old, now you can introduce whole cow's milk, which should be 3.25%. The 3.25% is actually the amount of fat. And don't worry about that if it's homogenized or pasteurized because both of them can work. And you can actually start with 2% and then gradually increase it to 3.25%. Formula fed children should have start drinking cow's milk from an open cup. So you can start this practice between 15 to 18 months. Similarly, for breastfeeding children, they can breastfeed up to 2 years of age. However, it's recommended to drink milk from an open cup. So you can use a breast pump in order to feed your child from an open cup, and it is actually good for them for this whole transition. So if you guys like the tips and these strategies in my video on how to start solid foods, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe me. Thank you and stay tuned for more videos. Till then, bye bye everyone. Take care.